The Planetside 2 EU servers Miller and Cobalt has now been merged into one. It took place on October 29th when the servers were down for a couple of hours. Yes, this is something that happened just a couple of days ago, and since I haven't been playing Planetside 2 in a while, I wasn't aware of it until I got a nice comment in the chat in one of my streams from a nice guy named John saying that the merge has just taken place. In my last Planetside 2 video, I was talking about the player base of Planetside 2 overall. The fact that the average daily players were under the 1K mark when checking out the Steam charts, something that has been a thing since fall last year. With that in mind, I do believe that the merge was a good decision, since this is something that many players have been wanting for quite some time now. The developers are hoping that this will not only improve gameplay for our EU players, but also creating larger battles, but also forge new opportunities for cooperation and competition even between players and outfits that may have never faced off before. They've also been cautious in the process, making sure that no data or progress is lost in the server merge process. So the name of the server is now Miller, and the devs will review the result of merging the EU servers first before doing anything else when it comes to the other servers. So if all goes well, they will evaluate the options to merge the other servers later. With that said, directive and mission progress should transfer okay, but they are of course monitoring the whole procedure for any reports of missing data after the transfer. This also means that outfits should remain unaffected by the merge, but as this is a major shift of player data, the devs will review the results after the merge for any issues. So what do you think? Was this a good call or a necessary call? I believe it is, since it has been quite empty from time to time when logging into the game. At least that's my experience, being someone that has only been playing on Cobalt before. I've seen through the years now how it has becoming hard to get into well-populated battles, especially off hours, since it simply hasn't been that many playing. So hopefully this will be good and therefore give an incentive for the developers to also merge other servers as well. Besides the merge update, I also see that the developers have been addressing the cheater issue once more in Planetside 2 by saying that they're tackling this issue and that they're cracking down on hackers. I really hope they're able to do something when it comes to cheaters in Planetside 2, since more or less every online shooter I'm playing or have been playing, especially free-to-play games, are more or less infested with cheaters. Even the new Black Ops 6 game that was recently released already has cheaters in the game. I guess as long as companies or individuals for that sake are making money out of providing cheats for video games, it's gonna be a constant race trying to catch up, because when developers are implementing better anti-cheats, the cheat providers usually find another kind of loophole in the game code that they can exploit somehow. I'm still wondering what kind of person or personality you are if you're actually cheating in a video game, especially free-to-play older casual shooter. I simply not get it how that can be fun, since it's thanks to cheats that you're doing well and not your own skill and achievements. If you cheat in a video game, does that also mean that you're cheating in other areas in life? At work or at school, taking shortcuts and doing things that are against regulations, laws, or the overall protocol? Again, I don't get it. It's a very narcissistic approach to things and other people as well, ruining their experiences so that you can have your fun for a while. It's very disrespectful, and you start to wonder if these guys are somewhat mentally ill. They probably need help to get out of that cheating loop. Guess it becomes almost like being a drug addict. Once you've started, it might be hard to stop. Well, anyhow, I hope the developers will find good and effective ways to at least minimize the amount of cheaters that are present in Planetside 2. Besides that, it felt good to get back playing some Planetside 2 once more. As I've said many times, it is hard to find another game out there that delivers the same kind of experience that Planetside 2 is capable of doing. I therefore hope that the merge strategy will pay off so we all can continue to enjoy the game as long as possible. I would be surprised if we see other servers in the game being merged together already in the beginning of next year, or maybe even earlier. I also want to take the opportunity to say that I hope you're considering to try out Planetside 2 if you're watching this video and you haven't played the game before. There's plenty to do and discover in a game such as Planetside 2, especially of course if you're new. But I also hope that the merge update will encourage some of the veterans that haven't logged into the game for some time to come back and play some more. Time will tell, both when it comes to the overall future of Planetside 2, but also how these kind of updates will affect the game and the player base. I hope it'll be on the positive side of things. With that said, I would appreciate to hear from you as well what you think about it. Maybe you have some thoughts about the merge update already, about cheaters in the game, or maybe something else you would like to talk about or discuss. Well, feel free to make a comment, since I do read them all and I also try to answer them all. With that said, I won't keep you busy much longer today. I'll instead want to wish you a great day, and I also hope to see you in my next video here on my channel, where I play and cover both old and new shooter games. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.
That brought new meaning to hostile takeover.